Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Game of the Week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The punt team making their way on the field.
Number 31 in punt formation to kick it away.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a handoff. Great cut there. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Catch is made. Room to run here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss. He just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. Finds room at the 30. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Inside the 35 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Illinois.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They test the middle there but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown. Fighting the lineup. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure him. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The shotgun handoff here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Sends the offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Pulls it in. It's Griffin. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to pull it down and run. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Using his legs, it's McCray. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Now it's 2nd down here. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Ball handed off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! That puts them on top in the second half. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
off in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Got him. He's sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. Let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Sophomore run down after a nice run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And that is the kind of hard hit you expect to see, Kirk, in a rivalry game like this one.
Well, in these rivalry games, players seem to play their best. And right now, they're flying around and putting big hits, especially when you can hit that quarterback.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Missouri 21, Illinois 17.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He hands it off from the gun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Illinois. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll ride the back again here. Nowhere to run up the middle. Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage. The defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. They look to throw it here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Hit as he gets the pass away. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense really clicking here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Takes the handoff. It's Jones. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The clock is still running. Out to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The back's got it again. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Missouri, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.